evening, good evening. Happy New Year to you all. It is, of course, the 8th of January. It's our first Friday night. Is it? No, it's not the first Friday night because last week was the first Friday night. But we're here again, virtual band parading for you. And unfortunately, by the looks of things, 2020 is probably going to go much the same as 2021 is probably going to go much the same as 2020. I'm all confused in these years. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. Quick shout out to a few of our messages. Edward Fellows, Amanda Baird, Robert Goldsmith are all here. Emma Denise and Cold Coke. Isn't it so cold? I just cannot get heated this weather. Carl Porter says it's lovely to be back. Karina and Ray McHugh. Adrian Ravenna, Billy and Margaret in Port Glasgow. Keith McEnany. Not sure which to say that one. Mary McKee, Edward Fellows says good evening, Mr. China. Is Mr. China on? I haven't come across his comments as yet. There'll be abuse somewhere. There'll be abuse. Gillian Douglas Ray, good evening, watching on very low volume from Jensen and myself. Bart Rennick in a Frosty McGuire's fridge. Gavin Hazlitt, Graham Armour, Jennifer McAllister says Happy New Year from everyone from Craig and E Accordion Band, and the same back to all yourselves, Jennifer. Jackie Mullen is watching. Brian Goody says Happy New Year. Harry MacArthur is also watching in Glasgow. Happy New Year to you as well. Roy Fisher in sunny California. You did have to rub that in, Roy, didn't you? You absolutely had to rub it in that it's sunny. Philip
it's sunny here in Ballymena.
But it's also cold. Jim Stout says hello from the D. Any flutes and drums tonight? Well, tonight is request night. So I'm going to do the first weekend in 2021, completely breaking all of my own rules. We have gone completely off message in terms of the show makeup tonight, because tonight is completely just your requests, nothing else. Nobody else chose any but you. So if there's no pipe bands, nobody blame but yourselves because you didn't ask for it. If there is no brass bands, nobody blame but yourselves because you didn't ask for it. If your favorite band's not on, nobody blame but yourselves. So you have a chance to redeem yourself because I've got the post up for you to do the same for tomorrow night. Okay. Let me see. Jensen has put in a request. Yes, he has indeed. Raymond Newell is watching. Eddie Turney wants to know what time we're on at. Friend Linda and Carrick Fergus is watching. William Smith, Greg Moore in Limavady. Ooh, help, what buttons do I press? I was in a panic, let me tell you, New Year's Eve, wishing you were there because I couldn't get an echo. It's bad enough hear me once, but hear me twice just was not good. Mark Anderson says, great to have the parades back. Parking wasn't too bad. Got there in the end. You mean the police weren't stopping you? Wait, Mark, did they not stop you at all? John here is watching back Liverpool. Glad to be back. Pamela and Alan Loudon are watching. Reggie Cullen, Reggie and Tilly. Who is Tilly? My goodness. Davy Simples and a Frosty Macker Felt. Joy Cullen's watching. Keith Weir. Stephen Felix says, evening all. I wonder what tonight will bring. Muriel Quinn's watching. Amanda Baird's watching. Simon Conlon. Lisa, Neil McCarthy. We've been missed from your screens. Oh, thank you. That is lovely. Diane Steele, Billy King, Stephen and Marie in Glasgow want some White Rock. Get it down for tomorrow night because it's not on the show tonight.
And can I just remind folks, by putting it into the...
Sorry?
Can I just remind people, by putting it into the request in here, it's not going to get picked up. It needs to go onto the thread that's on the Facebook forum page. And that's how you'll get your request for tomorrow night. So,
yes, definitely,
because we haven't got time to go through all this, through the chat tonight. Really
there's sometimes like over 1,000 comments on these things, which I love seeing. I'm not complaining about that at all, but trying to get through them all to get the requests is sometimes pretty time consuming. So let's start with our first request. Jackie Mullen, John Hewitt, and Caroline Hughes. I hope the three of you are all watching, and I hope the three of you will all be very happy to see this clip of Roy's favourite band, Pride of the Main. Now, Caroline very specifically asked for a clip from London a way back. Sounds not brilliant because it's from a Banneret camera, but this is them going back. The houses are going past the houses of Westminster, so I thought it was a nice clip to start with. come to the bottom of our mystery. I've scrolled down through the comments and I can see that Tilly, that is along with Reggie, is actually her new Cocker Spaniel pup. It's not a new woman. I thought Joy was going to have you strung up, Reggie, there. So Tilly, a wee Cocker Spaniel. What kind? Tell me more. Of course, you know I have two. No, they must be. They're in the kitchen eating. That's why I haven't got them with me at the minute. But they are absolutely brilliant dogs. The only thing I will say is socialise them well now that they're a puppy, because they can get quite protective of their house and strangers and things like that there. So I always have to be wary of the boys, unless you're wearing a band uniform. Once you wear a band uniform, you're fine with them as far as they're concerned. David shares and says, evening everyone. Seems like ages since I was last on. It does, doesn't it? It seems like forever. Graham Kenny is watching. Sylvia Sleen, June Kramer, William Fenton, Andrea Harrison from Antrim, Gillian Johnson from England. Will Mullen is on. Good to have you all. Taylor Sinclair from a snowy Canterbury. Canterbury the night. Oh, very nice. Wee bit of a difference. Victoria Sheridan, Elizabeth Graham, Jonathan Courtney, Tim Webb. Good to have you on, Tim. Trevor Harbinson says Happy New Year from Crumlin Old Boys. Scott Clark is on. A good evening. Yo is the exact word that he has used. Alistair Slater in snowy Pennycook. Is that right? Have I said it right? I think I said it right. Robert Scott's watching. Dave is band withdrawal, says Victoria. Didn't we all? Didn't we all? Valerie and Roy, hello from myself and Catherine. That's from Lorraine. And she says, hope you're keeping well. Hope to have another sing-along night. Catherine loved the last. Yes, we definitely can. We can get that sorted. Flo Moore is watching, as is Noel Stewart, Brian Gibb, Rab White, Jamie Higgins, Mark Freeborn and Margaret Tiller. Sam Palmer is looking for a little bit of Protestant Boys. So if you want a band for tomorrow night, put them on the list on the comments where I was talking about, tonight we're going to be at 8. Otherwise, I could miss them. So the next one this evening was requested by Mervyn Finlay. Mervyn, are you online there? I haven't seen you saying hello as yet. So hopefully you're watching, because you requested Craig Nuke, True Defenders. This is them at the Relief of Derry Parade, in other words, Derry Day, in 2019. Enjoy this one. Alison Thompson says that they're going the wrong road for the relief of Derry. Alison, I think they've relieved Derry at this point in time and they're on their way to the buses to go home. I recognise that road because I have to trump up it with my wee trolley quite a bit. Now, let's see where we go next. Shelma Jones says, hello from Ballyduff. Can you play that fellow you played the other week at an indoor play in Anzacs? He was brilliant. You mean the big drummer? That was Gringar's Thistle. And it is one of my favourite clips. It's definitely one of the clips I have watched most often because it's fantastic. We do have a band here this playing Anzacs this evening, though it is not the same band, but we'll definitely get that on in another few weeks for you, Cheryl. So just keep watching. William Smith is watching, as is Eddie Baird. Eddie, I have a little request coming up for you tomorrow night. Amanda has been in touch and passed on the information. I hope I get the right one. Kenny is watching from Larne, the home of Dummigan's accordion. Robert Goldsmith, in relation, I had said earlier on that some nights there's over 1,000 comments in these, says most of the comments are from the Three Amigos, and you would be quite right, Robert. It's either from them demanding their own bands or from them giving me abuse. It's, you know, it's never compliments or anything nice. It's just abuse. Leslie Hill says, keep her lit from Londonderry. Caroline Hughes is glad to see Pride of the Main on. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip. Gillian Douglas Ray says, one of Jensen's greatest dreams is to parade in London. Funny, I would like to parade in London myself. It's not something I've done. No, haven't. Lads on tour love it, says Davy Logan. Tad Adams says he can't watch because he's watching near George Best Airport. But Amanda, there's a whole string going on here about you saying East Belfast hasn't got internet. That's probably why China's been so quiet. Well said that Pride of the Main going past Westminster there would waken up those sleepy MPs. So I'll read a few more comments in a minute because we have got loads and loads and loads. I have something like 33 requests to get through tonight. And of course, we also have Lisa's quiz tonight, which is tonight on Protestant Boys. Tough one, absolutely tough one. So the next request tonight was for Stephen McKinstry. Stephen, I hope you're watching because you had requested a clip of Albert Bridge Accordion Band and you actually gave me the clip yourself, which was wonderful. Thank you. It really, really does help. This is Albert Bridge in Newcastle, County Down, on the 12th of July in 2018. Oh, did I? Oh, that was the end of the video. Remember, folks, when you're sending me clips, please give me a full tune because I always hate ending in the middle of a tune. It's horrible. I feel as if I've got one leg left in the middle of there or something like that there. My mum says my daddy's watching, so hiya, Sammy. Keep awaking for the rest. Don't be going to sleep.
Hi, Dad.
That's right, you met him that day up in Ballymena. Yes, you did. David Gibson says, good New Year to yourself and Roy from David in frosty Springburn. Gordon Will's in Glasgow watching. Andrew Boyle is in a freezing lark hall. It's freezing everywhere. William Gibson wants to know who's the blonde. Where's the blonde? Oh, this has been blonde for months and months and months. It just goes to show you how much attention you guys pay.
Here,
the
lighting's not bad. It's masking those greys quite well.
That's why I'm liking it. You can kind of see the roots coming through, but the greys will hopefully blend in nicely to the blondes, and therefore they'll not be noticeable. That's the hope. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will tell me when the greys start showing, won't you? Yes, of course you will. Alex Jones is watching in Bangor. Elizabeth Rogers is in Glasgow. Joshua Morris is an interesting fact for us all that Pride at Ballinran hasn't been played since 2020 on the show. And I've news for you, Joshua. They're not going to be played the night neither. Nobody requested them. Imagine that. Nobody requested them. Nigel Dinsmore is watching in Arctic Garvin. Robert Taylor in Scunthorpe. William Fenton says William King or Balrasheen, please, Valerie. I think William King's on the list for tomorrow night. I don't know about Balrasheen. I'll have to check. Eddie Torney says, don't forget. How could I forget? Next Saturday night, I am not sure if I am wise doing this at all. It's going to be chaos because next Saturday night, the three Muskehounds are going to be taking over the show, their list, and they'll be on helping to present. Can you imagine the chaos that is going to ensue from that there?
Is it too late for me to book the night off?
Yes, it's too late for you because I need you there, Roy, in order to keep me sane. Because it's madness. It's going to be madness. So make sure you all join.
Those are words I thought I'd never hear come out of your mouth.
Which one?
Needing me to help keep you sane.
Instead of sending me mental, you're going to keep me saying that at night, and they're going to be sending us mental. Can you imagine the chaos that's going to consume that night? It's going to be horrible. Absolutely. No, that's not true. It's going to be good crack. I am actually looking forward to it because the three of them are just wired to the moon. But they're good guys. Look at all the recordings that they have done for us. And of course, speaking of which, don't forget to give me your birthday details. I already have a couple. Don't forget to give me them because the three Muskehounds will of course be saying happy birthday to you later on in the show. Now, I don't know if any of you remember over the past few weeks, our superstar Jensen has been doing videos for us coming up to Christmas and for New Year and all that kind of stuff. And yesterday, he went in for his ear operation. Now, I believe it was an eardrum replacement. Your mum, Gillian, you can keep me right in that there. But I realised that I had never actually seen Jensen in action. And Gillian had asked for a little clip of Donaghadee fifes and drums in order to, cheer Jensen up this evening. So Jensen, this one is for you. So for all you people watching, this is Jensen. He is the star of Ulster Bands Forum. He has his own YouTube channel now. He is a YouTuber and he is our wonderful little star. Jensen, I hope you're watching because this will be a lot of people's first time seeing you in action. And I have to say, after watching this video earlier on today, I'm extremely impressed. So everyone, here is Jensen, accompanied by Donaghadee flutes and drums. What a superstar, huh? And it'll not be long before Jensen is back out doing that again with the rest of the bands, hopefully this year. Well done, Jensen. Absolutely brilliant. Quite right, Roy. Absolutely brilliant job. John McCann is... John, I could block you very easily. He says it's a sunny 26 in Melbourne. Oh, to be sitting in 26 degrees, it would be lovely. Robert says we will all end up in Nebraska once the 3 Muska hounds get let loose next weekend. No, it'll be good crack. It really, really will. Mike Cruikshank is watching. He says all the very best from behind enemy lines in Aberdeen. Let's see. Brian Goody says he'll watch X Factor next weekend. Honestly, stay tuned here. It will be the best crack.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing what their lists are going to be like. I really am.
To look through it yet, but I have the list. I definitely have. Adam Livingston says he hopes the money he sent China gets him on. Not do any good. It's me you have to give the money to. Not China. He sees monies all the time. Eddie says we'll show you how it's done next week. Oh my goodness. Gillian says that Jensen had an eardrum reconstruction from the cartilage and a skin graft from the outer ear. Wow. It sounds painful. Jensen, you are a wee star. And his mum says that he's got a grin from ear to ear seeing him. We are so pleased to see him. So now everybody knows who to look out for when they see you on parade. Now, our next clip was sent to me by Carl Robinson. Carl had requested a little bit of the Imperial Corps of Drums from Liverpool, one of my favourite bands, so of course only too delighted. And I love this. I have never heard them playing this before. I'm sure there are other bands plays this on the road, but I love this arrangement. It is Londonderry on the Foyle, played, lovely enough, outside the Memorial Hall in Londonderry in 2019. Listen to this arrangement. Wasn't that Londonderry on the Foyle part of that arrangement just lovely? Really, really well done. Got a wee birthday in there. Also a second birthday, and I'm going to hold it over, Carol, to tomorrow night, if that's okay for you. I've already been pre-warned about that one, so that's coming on tomorrow night. Yes, Gillian says that it was a tricky op, and we won't know fully for 3 months if the graft is taken. So Jensen, you have to take care of that ear, okay? You have to do everything possible to make sure that you give it as good a chance as possible. Otherwise, I'll come up there and kick your wee bum, okay? That's your warning. I know you will keep it. I saw the photos your mum had up with the bandage and all that there, the yellow bandage thingy over around your head. So you make sure and give it every chance to work, okay? Stay away from bands for 3 months. Just Make sure that you get it better so you can get back out with the bands. Adrian McElvena, I've just seen your comment there. Yes, I have the score pinned on my phone there, 1-0 or 1-0. I do not know what Liverpool is doing at the minute, for goodness sake. But look at how many injuries we've got, and it's early yet. We will persevere.
Never mind the injuries. Look how many Aston Villa players are not even playing tonight. It's their under-23 team they're playing. It's their kids. It's their kids they're playing against seasoned pro players.
Don't care. I don't care. It was babies in nappies, as long as Liverpool won. That's the end of that. Now, where are we going to go next? Jacqueline Hayes, you requested a couple of bands, both of which I managed to get for you. The first one is Stranookum Band, and this is them playing at Dunloy's Parade in 2019. Super wee band there, Stranookum, a band you don't see probably as often as we should. Small band, but playing really, really well. Now, as I say, we've got loads and loads of clips to get through there. Davy Logan and David Sheridan both enjoyed that one. Yes, I've got Jill on. I've got Jill on my list for birthdays, so keep letting me know about birthdays, folks. Joshua, you are quite right. Funny how Manchester United fans got keyboards for Christmas because they're all over Facebook again.
Some of us never went away. Some of us are proud no matter what, are here all the time. Some of us never gone away. Don't need a keyboard.
Andrew Slavin says, for God and Ulster, going to play some Sons of the Somme, fae a wee tune in Scotland called Johnson. The band's right up there with the best in Scotland, if no the best. Ye had no surrender 1690. Andrew, I have Sons of the Somme Johnson on the list because I remembered how much you gave off about not getting them on Christmas night, like playing carols, but you wanted them. So they are on the list. They are absolutely on the list. Jensen is away to bed because nighttime meds are kicking in. Night, Jensen. Have a good night's sleep, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. And let me see, where are we going? Yes, where are we going next? John Hewitt and Helen Lee. You both requested a little bit of Govan Proddy Boys. I had looked at a little clip of them below the bridge, but it wasn't a full tune. As you know, I like playing full tunes. So this is them at Pollockshaw's Burgh Halls in 2015 for the Brigton Loyalists Cultural Day. not sure what's going on there. It was quite a faint track, I have to say. It definitely was a faint track, but it was coming through on my mobile. It was coming through in the PC, and quite a few other people are getting the sound, so I'm not too sure.
I've tried YouTube, I've tried Facebook, I've tried mobile phone, and I've sound on every single one of them coming through, and the sound on the sound bars on XSplit are all bouncing. So, don't know.
Stevie Riley, I'm on Android, and it was coming through grand for me. So there just seems to be the sound in the tablet was very faint. Muriel said it was a quite faint clip. It seems to have been taken quite back in the hall, but it was still a good clip. It was Safe in the Arms of Jesus. I thought it was actually Work for the Night Is Coming. Maybe it's the same tune, just two different sets of words. So some people have had sound. Some people it must have been just very, very faint. Now, Ron Stitt got on and he said, if you're going to play any clip whatsoever, then the one clip that you have to play is Black Skull Corps of Drums coming home to East Belfast on the 12th of July. So it was a request. We had to include it. Only too glad to do so. This is it, Ron. Ron clip. Can't get the staff. No, Eddie said he needs the professionals on. Well, Roy's usually better at it than I am, Eddie. So you really need to be careful there. You need to be careful. So are we good to go, Roy? Good to go. So this is Black Skull Corps of Drums. I am wishing that I had kept my original clip of Black Skull in because it didn't have the choir. Superb band. I absolutely love the band, but I would like to have been able to hear them completely without, well, saying they didn't know the words to most of the tunes. Anyway, thankfully they didn't know the words. Now, where are we going to go next? We are going to go, who requested this one? I have to look at my list. John Geddes. I hope you are watching. And I saw someone else actually saying that they hoped that they were on. It is, of course, Parkinson Accordion. This is them playing at Pride of the Shores Parade in 2019. Stephen McKinney says, before we go into this one, Stephen McKinney says, glad you're back. Did you miss us? Did you miss us last weekend? I have to say I enjoyed being able to just lie on my fat arse for 2 nights and not having to do anything. It was great. Scott Clark is complaining because his tunes are not on tonight. Scott, did you put your comments on? If you sent them to Roy, it's not my problem. It's all Roy's fault. Don't blame me. You should have commented and we would have had them on. Get a comment on for tomorrow night. Aaron Cranston is watching as always from Toronto in Canada. Lovely to have you along, Aaron. You are becoming a regular here. Great to see you on. We are now going to, as I said, go to Parkinson Accordion. And this is them in 2019, especially for you, John Geddes.
Scott Clark, I've put a comment in on the thread for you.
I'm just laughing here. Scott Clark says that's why Roy's my favourite, right? This is the guy, Scott, can I just remind you, that I've had your clips for months and months and months, but haven't included them on. But now he's your favourite.
No, he never actually sent them to me. He sent them as a request in the chat in the virtual band parades. He never actually sent them to me privately or anything like that. They were sent in the chat.
He definitely said he was sending clips to you, because I can remember that. But anyway, and then Diane says he is such a lick. You are right, Diane. Don't you worry, because Star of the Row will definitely be on tomorrow night, because I saw you had requested it, so we'll definitely be on. And Joshua quite rightly says it doesn't work because he has tried it. You definitely have, Joshua, and it doesn't work.
Unless he asks for more young defenders. If Josh asks for that, then there'll be no problem. We'll get that slipped in somewhere.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Lindsay Dummigan says she loves the accordion bands. Lindsay, would you be anything to the person who commented just before you, Kenny Dummigan, because he loves the accordion bands too. Irvin McCabe is saying, hello, sorry, he's late because he's watching the football. You should do what I do and have your football score pinned on your phone, and then you can see it. Brian Blair says, it's a skill. Tried playing the Wayne's banjo. It wasn't good. I did. Now that I would have liked to hear, Brian. That I would have liked to hear. Stay tuned because the Hegels are on later on, especially for Stephen McKinney. Oh, look, I did send them to you, Roy, in private mail. Oh, my goodness, I have got the all stirring and started now. Let's go to our next band. This is Pride of Govan. It is especially for Billy Baba, who asked for this. This is from 2019, the Whitburn Boyne celebrations. They are playing Road to the Isles, and I just love what they do in the middle of this one. Was that great? I just love the way that they do that there. Just those 2 wee steps, and there they go. And it's really effective. Very easily done, but really effective. I just love it when bands show a little bit of imagination and, crowd pleasing is what Davy Logan said. And it's entirely right. And it's crowd pleasing because that's who we're out to please. Absolutely are. Andrew Slavin enjoyed that. A few others. Robert says, I have got a big wooden spoon for Christmas. I have, boy, and aren't I using it well, Robert? I am using it well. Now, again, I want to just keep motoring on because we've got loads of clips to get through tonight. And we also have Lisa's quiz. We'll do Lisa's quiz at about 9, Roy, whatever gap we get in at about 9 o'clock, if that's okay. In the meantime, let's keep Tommy Cervic and Robert Scott happy by playing a little bit of their beloved Netherton Road Flute Band. This is them in 1st of July 2017 in Glasgow, leading off the Govan district.
Or is it White Rock, or is it County?
Netherton Road. YouTube is playing up for us a little bit tonight. You can see every so often there's like a wee jump in the video, so just bear with us. There's not much we can do about it. We just hope it doesn't sort of like affect playing of the videos, etc. Simon wants to play your request. Sorry. Simon wants to know, can we play your request? Simon, I didn't see any request from you in the comments that I used. So anything that was in the comments for tonight's show have been put onto the show. Every single one of them. So there wasn't one from you on the list. So apologies for that there. But I was going by that list, I'm afraid. Now,
just a wee announcement for any business owners out there.
Yes.
Something new for 2021 that the Virtual Band Parade is going to do is little commercial breaks. So a little 5 or 10 second video of your business to promote it through the Virtual Band Parade, which means it's not only shown live that night, but also on the replays as well. It's just to try and promote the ones who watch and local band scene. It doesn't even have to be band related. If you are in the chat and own a business and want to promote it, then send us through a little 5 or 10 second clip to be played.
Yeah, absolutely. It is not, there's no charge. We don't do this to make money. There is no charge whatsoever. It just takes 5 minutes of your time to send us a wee clip, even if it's just you talking or showing us the stuff that you sell or whatever. And Roy's more than happy to work with you and get like details up, like your Facebook page or something like that there. Just we might try and promote the businesses because we know everyone's struggling at the moment. So if we can help promote your business in any way, let us know. Just get in touch with us via the PM, and we'll do our best to help in any way, and we'll put it on the main page, and we will put them all in Pictures and Parade, Ulster Bands Forum, and also Loyal Ulster and Scottish Bands, which is Lisa's channel as well. So hopefully we will we'll get you a little bit of business, or at least get your
Eddie says he'll charge them next week if they're on.
David Sheridan says China's never going to be off the screen. You're right. I mean, it gets enough publicity out of us, so he does. Now, hope the prayers get back soon. This is Morris work. He wants to take a lot more photos so that he can make a calendar for next year, all for charity. Good idea, Morris. Absolutely brilliant idea. Now, where are we going next? Linda Neely. Linda Neely put in 2 requests. She said, okay, first of all, could you play a part music flute band playing Killaloo? And then she said, could you put in Ballywillan? So I combined the 2 and got a clip of Ballywillan playing Killaloo. Now, it took me forever, I have to say, to find this clip of Ballywillan playing Killaloo, but I did eventually find it. So this, Linda Neely, is for you and your mum. And just once again, thanks for the wee Christmas present. It was much appreciated. But this one is for you. Hope you enjoy. This is Ballywillan. superb there from Ballywell, and it took a lot of looking to find that clip, I can tell you, especially with the tune at the end of it. I was watching an awful lot of clips. Yes, and it is, of course, sad for Ballywell at the moment, because they have, of course, just recently lost Billy Dallas there, who was one of the stalwarts of the band. So I think I posted on previously about our sympathies to the two of them. Stephen Bradley, it's good to see clips. Can you put the current or the Balrasheen on? I like the different styles of those two bands. Yosser ex Backskull Flip Band. Yosser, I recognise that username from the forum, but in its day, it would be my greatest delight to put either Curran or Balrasheen on, because I adore the both of them. Absolutely adore it. Roy is holding his hand in his head for he doesn't like the style. I love it. It's what I was brought up with, and it's just it gets the butterflies going in my stomach. It still does. Now, let's see. Can you play CYC 4010 Running Bear? Not tonight, I'm afraid. Get it put on to the request comment or post on the main forum page, and we'll try and include it in tomorrow night. But once we've got to about 30, well, I've got 33 on tonight, so once we get about 30 requests or so, I have to sort of cut off. So I'll just be taking the first 30 or whatever it is. Okay, so get your comment on. We'll maybe do a viewers request night every month. Roy, what do you think?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Sounds like a good idea. A few other ideas floating about, but we just need to make sure that they'll work first. But we'll get some new stuff for. What about your pictures on the page, Valerie? I haven't seen any up for a few days. Mark, I have loads more pictures to post of old photos. I just need to get them all put up into the queue again, because the queue had emptied out over Christmas, and I just, with the first week back at work, I just literally haven't had a chance to get any more up. But there are loads.
Gives the girl a chance. She does it all single. She does the Ulster Bands forum page all by herself. So gives the girl a chance. She's got a full-time job. I would say she's got a house to run, but she doesn't run the house. We all know that Drew does that. But she's got a full-time job, and she posts some pictures up on Ulster Bands forum. So she's busy. So give her a break and let her have a couple of days off at Christmas, for heaven's sake.
Are you feeling all right tonight? You're actually sticking up for me for a change instead of giving me a bit. Are you feeling okay? Are you signaling? Tell Michelle to come.
I told you I wasn't feeling great at the start.
Now, let us go. Oh, hold on, just a wee troll to get rid of here. Ban from page, and ban delete comment. There we go. Bye-bye. Can you get a video of Eddie Linus playing a tune on the flute? Right, says Guy. That is absolutely impossible, because I don't know. Has Eddie actually ever played the flute? I've only ever seen him carrying bass drumsticks. I've never actually seen him carrying a bass drum, neither. Definitely not playing it. I've never actually seen him playing the flute. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, I got that visitor alert, Jennifer. Thank you. They should be now gone. Let me see. Eddie Tori says, get the violins out. My goodness, you are so ungrateful. You're so ungrateful. What was I going to say? I'm waiting for an apology, actually, from Mr. Eddie and Mr. Stephen and Mr. China whenever their three bands are played later on, because they said that I wouldn't do it, and they are on. But in the meantime,
all I can say is they better be on their best behaviour, because they've got next week to get through first of all, because it can be a joyous occasion to come on, or it can be rather uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly. No, we don't want. We don't really particularly want you on, Sean nor Niall. The trolls are just waste of time. Sorry. Pride of the band tomorrow night, Morris. Oh dear, dear, dear. Sorry, I'm just deleting a few. Seriously, get a life. Do you know what I mean? You know, something that you don't agree with, and then you sit and watch them. It's stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Now, where are we going to next? I know where we're going next. We are going to a request from Glenn Miller. Glenn requested a little tune from a This is actually the Connecticut Valley Field Music. How the hell are they still coming? The Connecticut, can't say that, Valley Field Music, and this is them playing in Basel, Switzerland in 2012. Something a little bit different, but fun nonetheless. Hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. Look, you see trolls are out there. Come on, they're just looking for a reaction. Don't engage. Don't bother. This is Bella is being very valuable. Great. Could we have a burn on, please, Phyllis? I don't understand your comment. Sorry. You know, like, why come on to something that you know you don't like and then start slabber? You know, it just doesn't make sense. If I come across something I don't like in YouTube, I just fly on past it. You know, they just want a reaction. Don't even bother. Don't bother. It's just not worth it. Absolutely not worth it.
It's even the fact. It's the fact that it's not even on YouTube. It's actually on It's on Facebook. It's the Ulster Bands Forum. So they want to look at the Ulster Bands Forum to start with to be able to find the live, and yeah, I don't know.
It's just they're not worth. As my ma used to say, they're not they're not worth it. Follow my arse to avoid snow. You used to say, mother darling. She has given me some gems over the years. Oh, it's 9:10. I was so busy deleting trolls there, I forgot that we needed to do our quiz. So our quiz this evening, while Roy is lining it up, is Protestant Boys. So throughout the country, we have got loads of Protestant boy bands, okay? So that you have, obviously, you have East Belfast Protestant Boys, you have South Belfast Protestant Boys, you have Ballyclare Protestant Boys, loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of Protestant boys. So tonight, Lisa has done up a quiz just made of Protestant boys. So the answer to every one of these will be Protestant boys. But which one? So ready to go? Penny. Huh? It's the latest version. Penny wants to know, is that a little accordion? Yes, it is. This is my little miniature accordion. Look, it doesn't play. It's just an ornament. But isn't it gorgeous? Sorry?
That's how all accordions should be.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Small and silent.
Neil McCarthy wants to know, what was that my mother said again? She says, they're not worth the fall of my arse, oh boy, snow. And it's 4-1 to Liverpool. Yes, good job, good job, good job. Yes, I've managed to I've got all of my books now out in the new office. So eventually, I was hoping to be in the new office by now, but still not ready yet. I still have to finish putting the floor down. So, are we ready to go, Roy? So here is band number one.
Hang on, rewind. You've put in the floor down?
Yes.
With your own fair hands?
With my own fair hands. I love putting wooden floor down. I put this wooden floor down, the one in the hall, the one in the bathroom, one in my mum's living room, and now the one in my office as well.
Is that why they're all like that?
No, they are not. No, they're not. They are all perfect there. No, yeah, I love DIY. I prefer DIY to housework. If it's like building flat pack and something like that, I love doing it, but I don't like housework. Right. So, Jack, you're right. He's going to get a slap. You are totally right. So let's have our first band. So the answer to this is a Protestant boy, but which one? Okay, so your options were Clochar, Newtownards, Upper Falls, and Ballyclare. So just say one, and then whether you think it's A, B, C, or D. Whether you think it's A, Clochar, B, Newtownards, C, Upper Falls, or D, Ballyclare. It's definitely a Protestant boys. Put it like that. Clip tip number 2, please, Roy. Penny says, you give me the answer and I'll see if you're right. That's a nice try, Penny. I'll give you an answer. It's Protestant boys. But which one was it for number 2? Was it A, East Belfast, B, Shankill, C, Craigavon, or D, South Belfast? So we're going on to clip number 3. 4 choices there: Ulster Protestant Boys, Bangor Protestant Boys, Shankill Protestant Boys, or D was Dunmurry Protestant Boys. Which one do you think that was? That was clip number 3. And then just tell me whether you thought it was A, B, C, or D. Next up, we have clip number. Okay, so you had 4 choices there: A, Clougher, B, East Belfast, C, South Belfast, or D, Rathcoole. And then this is our final band. Again, choice of Protestant Boys, clip number 4. Okay, so you had 4 choices once again. You had Ballynahinch Protestant Boys as A, B, Craigavon Protestant Boys, C, Bangor Protestant Boys, and D was Ballyclare Protestant Boys. So, going to give you the answers now. Away you go, Roy. Play our first clip. So if you said that the first clip was Clougher or Upper Falls or Ballyclare, you would have been wrong because it was Newton Ard's Protestant Boys Foot Band. Clip number 2, just a wee reminder of what they sounded like. Tad says, can you say A, B, C, or D? Well, what I can tell you is that was band number A, who were East Belfast Protestant Boys, and the previous clip, number 1, was B, who were Newton Ard's Protestant Boys.
Number A. You start in 2021 saying number A's again, and number B's, and number C's.
Band A was clip number 2, and band B was clip number 1. East Belfast Protestant Boys and previous Newton Ard's Protestant Boys. So let's go on to clip number 3, please. Protestant Boys? A few other people did. Unfortunately, you're wrong. It is actually letter B, Bangor Protestant Boys. Let's go to clip number 4. Now, Roy got this one right, and I'd been very surprised if he got it wrong because it's one of his favourite bands. It is band D, Rathcoole Protestant Boys. So on to our last band here, and you had the choice of Ballynahinch, Craigavon, Bangor or Ballyclare. Wonder who it was. So who do you think that one was, Roy? It was actually band A, not number anything, band A, who were the Boys. So the answers there were B, Newtonards, A, East Belfast, B, Bangor, D, Rathcoole, and A, Ballynahinch. So let us know how you did out of 5. To the 3 who have got 5 out of 5, I have CDs ready for you. Joshua, I'm just waiting for your address. I don't have your address of the other 2, but I don't have your address. So get that sent to me so I can get those out in the post.
Can I just send it out to Josh here in Kilkeel? That'll get to him.
The man with miniband uniforms. What that find him? Postman would know that there. Jamie Logan's got 3 out of 5. Has Anne-Louise Loughlin. Very good, Anne. Jordan and Mark have got 2, as have Robert. Denise has got 1. Adrian's got 1. Eddie Torney's got 2. Tad has got 1. Oh, tough one tonight by the looks of it. Karina's got 3. Edward Fellows 2. Alistair McKellar has got none. I'd be the same, Alistair. Morris has got 1. Gary McCulloch says he's got 5 out of 5. Ooh, we'd have to check that one. We'd have to check the answers on that there. We'll have to check that one. We definitely will. 3 out of 5 says Gavin, as none of them were not too bad, as none of them for the rest of the band. Brian Goody says 1 out of 5. He's getting better. Trevor Lennon wants to know, is there any booby prize? No booby prizes. Remember and send in your birthdays. We're going to do after a couple more tunes. This is Leganani accordion band, as requested by... Oh, sorry. Neil McCarthy's daughter, Deborah, beat him 4-3. Oh, well done, Deborah. Well done. Jackie Robbins has got 4 out of 5. Well done, Jackie. William Torrance just got 2. Good to go, Roy? This was requested by Judith Bigger, and this is Leganani accordion playing in Hillsborough Orange Hall at the Protestant Boys, Hillsborough Protestant Boys charity indoor in 2019 in aid of Light of Foot. Well played there, Leg and Annie. So let's move quickly on to our next band. John Hewitt, you had asked for a little bit of your former band, Pride of Ardoyne. This is them at the Sam Rocket Parade in 2019. Scott and Roy wondering if they could get the Light of Foot crest as a tattoo. Absolutely, guys. £250 donation from each of you towards Light of Foot charity. No bother. No comment, Roy, there.
The only reason no comment because the person who's thinking of getting to do it probably would charge £250 to do it in the first place.
It's £500. Just worth it. John, I only
give me half.
By the time it comes to the end of January, I'll be wondering where all the pounds have gone, the pennies have gone. Now, where are we going to next? We've got loads and loads of bands to get through as yet, because I wanted to get all the requests for tonight in. So the next one, Lynn Fitchie, was by yourself. I'm surprised that you didn't ask for East Belfast Protestant Boys, but you did ask for a little bit of Gertrude Starr. So this is them at the Sun Parade in 2019. choice roying about? I picked that.
Not the band. They're talking about the place of tattoo. Chili Peppers.
Oh, all right, okay. All right, okay. I actually thought chili peppers was something you wanted in the burger that Robert Goldsmith was going to go and get.
No,
But
Chili Peppers tattoo is out in Britain.
right, okay. Okay. Now, Robert, I hope you haven't gone for that burger just yet, because your request is up next. You had request for a little bit of Oma True Blues playing at Lisburn Young Defenders contest in 2019, and you requested the Can-Can. Superb there from Oma Two Blues. When you think about it, just a couple of years before that, at the very most, they were a blood and thunder band. So it just goes to show you, you know, the work and effort that was put into there to get to that stage. Very well done indeed. Now we're going to move on. Adrian McIlvenna, you had put in a little request for this next band. This is Pollock Young Loyalists in 2019. Anzacs there, played by Pollock and Loyalist. I did tell you, Cheryl, earlier on that I did have a band playing Anzacs tonight. Oh, is it as good as the Green Garage Thistle version? I don't know. I'm just fascinated with this. Your guy on the bass drum just makes it look so easy. It's my favourite tune of them all. Roy said that either the guy taking that video is very, very short or has a fascination with their bums. One of the two.
I didn't say it was a guy. It could have been a girl, because all I'm thinking is my other half, Michelle's only 4'6", and whenever she videos bands, that's all you see is their bums.
That's the excuse she's using for you, Roy. That's the excuse she's using with you. Eddie wants to know how many bottles of Bucky will they need in for next week. I don't know about you guys, but I could do a full crate of it in order to listen. What do you think, Roy?
Well, I'm just going by what I would normally have to type to get through a night with you. And with those guys, probably about 4 crates.
Yeah. You know, I'm bad, but they're going to be worse. Definitely. China is really, really quiet tonight. Is it in? Has anybody seen him in?
I haven't seen a comment from China all night. He's been tagged loads, but he's not in. He must be socially distancing from his computer or phone.
He is maybe counting his money. You know what he's like. Hiya, Vicky Finlay. Nice to see you in. Auntie Val is supplying it. Auntie Val, the only person Auntie Val supplies with alcohol is Auntie Val. Denise wants to know, do I get danger money for inviting them next week? Thankfully, they will be in their own homes, Denise. But I will probably need counselling after next Saturday night in some way. So we're going to play our next band. This is for Jackie Mullen, for Faye Devaney, and also from memory, yes, it was for Graham Kenny. So I hope you're all watching. This is, of course, Dunloy, playing in Scarva in 2017. And we're going to do the birthdays after this. So if you have any other birthdays, get them in during this tune. Short clip there. So now we have our birthday wishes coming up. So first of all, just come up there on the screen. Happy 11th birthday to Harley Houston in Kilkeel, who is Pride of Ballinram's Triangle Man. Happy birthday to you, Harley. Also to Ross Courtney, who is 12 today. Happy birthday, Ross, because that comes from your dad, Jonathan. So hope you've had a wonderful day. Also, Jill Gardner, who is 13 today and is in Donaghmore Accordion. Jill, hope you've had a wonderful day. I know we can't do very much at the moment, but I hope you've enjoyed whatever you have managed to do. And also for Margaret Anderson, who has her birthday on Tuesday. That's from Mark. Hope you have a wonderful time coming up. We'll probably be able to mention it again tomorrow night as well. I do have another birthday for tomorrow night, Carol. I haven't forgotten. It's for tomorrow night. So happy birthday to you all. And here, of course, are our three amigos, our three Muskehounds, singing you happy birthday.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
That one takes me to the fair every time. Love that. Absolutely love that.
Still remember seeing your face the first time that I played it in the show.
Oh, it just took me to the fair. Absolutely did. So thank you and happy birthday to you all. Now, let's get rushing on with the bands. So I promised that regardless of what bands were asked for, that I would play them tonight if you put them in the requests. And 3 gentlemen who we maybe just have seen singing, said that they wanted their bands. And then they proceeded to give me a lot of abuse because they said I probably wouldn't play them. So gentlemen, feel free to put your apologies in the comments, because up next we have got Ballyhalbert playing at Gertrude Starr's Parade. Very, very good, Eddie, I have to say. Super. And I applaud the attempts at marking time. I really do. But you're not kicking in a field. You are meant to be marking time feet up in front, not kicking behind, okay? As you're presenting next week, we'll give you a wee demonstration of.
Totally agree with that. That marking time was just, yeah.
I didn't say no. Don't say nothing back. I fully applaud the attempts at it. It's not everyone that makes an attempt. Now, guess who he has just joined? Just in time for this next band. everybody watch out for China getting a little refreshment. Fair play to you, China. You got the bottle of water and then you stuck it in your pocket and played on. Well done.
I do have a question though.
Yes.
They seem to be very big strides that John's taken. Does that mean he's only got little legs? It just seems to be taking very big strides.
Let's move on very quickly to the next band. The next band is the final of the Muskehounds. My brain went blank there. It is, of course, Miller Memorial. So, Stephen, you definitely owe me an apology, as does China. Get the apologies in the comments because I did play you. Here's one for you, Mr. Feely. I have actually played with Miller Memorial. So there you go. One time it was a launch of, I think it was the Decal Study Anti-Marching Bands, and the TV cameras came to the Miller Memorial Band Hall, and Nelson played a triangle and I played a set of cymbals in the ranks of the band for the TV cameras. So there you go. You didn't know that. Just remembered that and I was sitting watching that there. Nicola Mickle Raven, you're getting too chummy with Eddie Linus. Stop the two of you plotting it against me. But I can tell you one thing. You see, once the band indoors start, we are going to be at every single one of them. Now, I only have about, I've only got about 7 or 8 bands left, but I've only got about 4 minutes to play them. So will you stick with me if we go over time? Just as a wee taster, here's the type of thing that is coming up next. This is Lambeg Orange and Blue, especially for Graham Kenny, who is Caesar's dad, and most people will know Caesar. And this is them playing probably one of the few events that happened in 2020. That last clip was from 2020. This one is from 2020 as well. This is them playing in the indoor for the Lisburn Mechanics Lodge. This is Lambeg Orange and Blue. Superb rendition there of, and I'm going to say this very carefully, Atholl Highlanders. Okay. I don't know what the band calls it, but that is what the name of the traditional tune is called, the Atholl Highlanders. So the superb rendition of it there. I love the way they sort of changed the tempo and everything during the middle of it. Now, who asked for county? Somebody had asked me for county band. Great. It was Graham Kenny as well. Graham, you're getting your 2 requests, one after the other, and of course your other request was for Dunloy. This is County Flip Band. I picked up this little clip of them at the Bristol Bar in 2017. genuinely don't know how the guy videoing that wasn't rocking in time as well, because I was sitting down in the chair, and I hope you were too. I hope you enjoyed that one. A few of you did. Caroline, Teal, Davy, Logan, Keith, all loved it. Don't go anywhere. Robert Lee, thank you for your kind comment. Don't go anywhere, anyone, because we have got some cracking bands still to come. Last accordion band out of on the night, or for tonight, should I say, is a request from Jacqueline Hayes. This is the English Accordion Band from a way back in 1994. Hope you enjoyed that, Jackie. I couldn't figure out why you were asking for your relative in it, or were you in it, or because I used to be in it, so I know a lot of the faces there. And yes, William, it is in Brasheen. It totally is. Now, Denise and my adopted mother, Amy, are watching in Coke, and of course requested a little bit of the regimental band, because Amy's son plays piccolo in it, and this is them at the Parkinson event in 2020. Brilliant there from the Regimental Band. Glad to see them on. I'm glad to play them for Amy and Denise. Now, Andrew Slavin, where are you? Val, you said you were going to play my request, pal, and you've not, and you're just finished. What's happening, Val? Andrew, ye of little faith. Guess who's up next in the list? Sons of the Somme, Johnson.
And I can totally testify that this is where it was on the list the whole time. It hasn't been moved about. So.
Let's do that.
Another doubter coming up, Stephen McKinney. Stephen, if I told you we were going to play the Hegels, guess who we're going to play? This is them at their own parade in 2019. Brilliant. As always, from the Hegels, I think everybody knows by now that I have a little soft spot for that band. Now, up until now, all bands have been chosen by you guys in the requests or the comments section of the post that I put on earlier on in the week, and thank you for that there. So if you haven't seen your band tonight, make sure the next time you see a post asking for requests, make sure you get your band in there, because that's the only way they're going to get played. Now, the next band is the exception to that rule, because just at Christmas I had asked for people to send me in clips of their bands playing Christmas tunes. David Mitchell sent me in a few clips of his band, which is the Mountbatten Memorial, playing Christmas clips. Unfortunately, every one that there was, I had another band playing it, and I had no other clips of them. So I managed to not have any clip of Mountbatten Memorial into that there. And I know David was a little bit annoyed about that. So David, this is my way of apologising by including the clip of Mountbatten Memorial playing Imperial Legos. Callum McLean there says Mountbatten, good outfit, pity they didn't last longer. They have actually reformed, Callum. They have their own Facebook page. You can take a wee look for them. That's where I got that clip this evening. And I know that they're working hard to get back onto the road. And once we get rid of all this COVID rubbish, hopefully we'll get to see them. SJ Han, you are totally right. The noise from the crowd there was really irritating, but what can we do? At least we have the clip of them. Now, we've come to our last tune of the night. Thank you all for joining us. We're back now. It's 2021. And as we've always said, we will be here with you until we get back out in the roads again, whenever that may be. I have my doubts, I have to say, about us being out for the 12th, but you know what? We will get through it. We absolutely will. We are made of firmer stuff than that. So last clip of this evening is Saltcoats Protestant Boys, as requested by John Lennox, and this is them way back in 2014. In the meantime, we will see you all tomorrow night for another request show, and I will be fitting as many in from the comments as I can, and I will be going in the order that they're in the comments. So, you know, if they're in there, I'll be picking about 30 of them, okay? So thank you for joining us. Until tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, keep the flutes to the mouth, boys, because we're coming to the tune.
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full, there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.